So I've got a big project coming up, and it involves concrete. I needed a new concrete mixer, so I decided to buy myself a Mudmixer. It's brand new, it just arrived, it's still in the box, so let's open it up and assemble it and take a look at it. Well, here it is. It's a Mudmixer. Let's go ahead, let's get it opened up and start putting it together. Well, as usual, I have a number of projects going on here, and I'm reluctant to just start putting all this stuff away and clean everything up just to open this box up and assemble it. So what I'm going to do is I brought this guy over, and this top box here is, I think it's the parts kit box. I think it is. So I'm going to open it up. I'll probably lay that stuff out there, and when we get to the main unit, I'll probably move to the center section of the shop where I've got more room. I may do it here, I don't know. So let's get this guy opened up and see what's inside. Yep, this is the parts kit. Now, so we got parts, we've got a level, which is interesting. I didn't even think about something like that. We've got the, if you're missing anything, phone number, and what is this? We got some sort of manual. We've got a level, which is actually a pretty stout level. That's impressive. Register your Mudmixer. Register your Mudmixer. Just in case the yellow one that said register your Mudmixer wasn't bright enough, they gave you a white one that says the same exact thing. Owner's manual and assembly instructions. You know, this is where I would normally, if it was just me, I wouldn't even look at this, but since I'm bringing you along, I'll go through them. These are some pretty stout tires. They're flat free, which is good, especially when you live out where I live and you're constantly dealing with flat tires. So we got a couple tires, we got hardware, we got packing material, we've got a bar that I don't know what it's for. Oh, this is the axle. Chances are pretty good that's gonna, at some point in time, that's gonna roll off the end there. And we got a big ass plate. So let me get this plate out of here. Pretty stout, pretty stout. Let me see what the thickness on this plate is. I think this is a, well, I don't know. I think this is close to like a base plate. Where's my calipers? Hold on a second. I want to get a thickness reading on that plate. Now this is with, I don't know if it's powder coated or paint, but this plate is, it is 0.145. So it's thicker than an 1/8 of an inch. It may be 1/8 inch plate, but with the powder coating or plating on it, that may kick it up to 145. Anyway, that's pretty stout. So I'm happy with that. And before we actually get into, let's set that right there. I just want to open this up and take a look at it and see what we're dealing with in here before I decide what the next step is. And I'm gonna do a whole nother video on, and I'll probably mention it a couple of times, on whether this piece of equipment is right for you. I'll go over my thought process on why I bought it. Oh, damn. Put that right there. More packing material. Just in case, you didn't know that you were supposed to register your Mudmixer. There's another little tag in here that says, register your Mudmixer. All right. You know what? Wife and I bought this, actually we got it as a present, this one appliance. And I tried taking the box apart to get it out, and it was a problem. If I had read the instructions, it would have been much easier. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a quick look at this, and it's identifying all the parts, and opening. Okay, so there's no special instructions on how to get it out of the box. So apparently you just pick it up and get it out of the box, which the main unit comes out as an assembly, and it's heavy. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move stuff around here a little bit, and I'm going to set it on this guy upside down. I got to make sure that y'all can see what I'm doing here, so hold on. And nope, you won't be able to see me over there. So there you go. Now let's see if I can lift this guy out. The unit weighs 140 pounds assembled. And it looks like it's mostly assembled in here. So I may have to cut the box down and roll it out. More packing. Got some handles here. Got the fifth wheel type plate. If you have a fifth wheel, you know what I'm talking about. If you don't, you may not. Okay. Executive decision, I'm going to cut this out. I'm going to cut the box down, and I'm going to roll it out. Because it's, I don't want to hurt myself or the equipment. Actually, I'm just more worried about hurting the equipment. Now, if you're a young, strong guy, then, well, you can just lift it out. But those days for me are gone. Okay, now according to step 1 of the instructions, I have to put it upside down on the cardboard without breaking anything. Let's see what we got here. Some more of this stuff out of the way. That's not going anywhere. Okay, there you go. I have now completed step one. I have put it upside down on the cardboard. Let me reorient you guys, clean this stuff up a little bit, and then we'll get to the assembly. Before we get too far, I wanted to go over the parts here. What you have is you have 6 each M10 by 50 nut, bolt, and washer assemblies, 4 washers, 2 cotter pins. You got this big M65, M14 by 65 nut bolt assembly, and you've got this big washer. You've got this spring here. So these are the parts that we're going to be working with today. Step one, get the Mudmixer upside down on some cardboard. Step two, they're calling this a bushing. Put it right there, and it says with the webbing up. Step 3A is to put this base plate, this is just A, put this base plate right there. Is that going to line up? No. Let's do it like that for now. It doesn't really tell you how to orient it, but actually let's try it like this. There we go. Let's do it like this. The picture shows it one way. I'm going to do it a different way. Imagine that. Wrong method, right answer. And the reason I'm doing that is because I want to align this hole here and your pin here, your locking pin, in that groove. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to, you have to attach all this stuff here together. And what they've provided is this, I think it's an M14, I'm not sure, this big bolt. You take one of the, what they call small washers, you put it here, you take the large washer, it goes on next. And the reason I'm showing this to you, the instructions, well, they're not that great. The images, I should say. This has to go up through here. And there you go. So once you get it up through, the stack up that they, in the instructions aren't really clear. You take another one of these small washers, drop it on, and you take this spring, and you put the spring on, hold that underneath, and you've got a big lock nut. And you thread it on like that. And you take your open-end adjustable wrench or crescent, grab that bolt on the bottom, and tighten this guy down. Now you're going to want this spring not fully compressed, but you're going to want it nearly fully compressed. Step 4 will be to attach the base frame to the base. And you're going to be using those four nut bolt assemblies. Now it's important that the handle goes over here and it's not over here. It needs to be on the motor side while you're assembling. Step 5 is attach the handle to the frame. And we're going to be using the same type nuts and bolts that we used to put the frame to the base plate. Step 6 is install the axle, and I've already put some grease in there. You might see some pink stuff there. And then put the wheels on. I've already put some grease in, the bearings in there too. And it's important that the Zerk fittings go on the inside. Next, install these washers with the big hole in them. That's these guys. Put them here and take a cotter pin supplied with it. Grab yourself a pair of pliers. Hold the axle and there we go. Bend it around. Do the same thing on the other side. Step 7. What we want to do is we want to pivot the base, but just the base. So pull this locking pin and turn it to 90 degrees, which guess that's right about there. Okay, now according to the instructions, step 8 is we're going to stand it up. Make sure nothing's getting pinched underneath. And there you go. What's making all the noise in here is the little guard inside. And that's it. It's fully assembled. Okay, what I want to do now is I want to test it to see if it actually works. Let me pull the pin, I'm going to pivot it back around. So the pivot function works pretty good. It's locked in. A little concerned about the paint. I've already put a bunch of scratches on it and I'm not even using it yet. Let me turn it around so you can see this a little bit better. There you go. I think we can see that now. I've got a power cord here. I'll get it over here. We'll plug it in and see if it works. Okay, it's got a built-in GFI with a test function. So you can hit the test. You got power, hit the test, it cuts the power, you reset it, it pops back on. From an electrical standpoint, you've got a switch up here, forward and reverse. Forward, I guess, means stuff coming out. The reverse, I guess, would be for if you get something stuck down in there and you want to, you have to figure out how to clear it. Anyway, so let's see if it works in forward. Yep, it works in forward. And reverse is just a momentary. So yeah, so that's just got to be for clearing. Forward works, continuous. There you go, and reverse is momentary. There you go, she's up and running. Well, here you go. I did it. I got it assembled. I'm going to do a couple more videos on the Mudmixer. The next one I'm going to do is why did I purchase the Mudmixer? I've got a pretty good visual aid that I'm going to show you on why I bought this unit. As a non-contractor, you know, why would I go to the expense of buying this? And then I'll do another video of me doing a small project. And then on major projects, on other projects, this won't be the star, it'll be more of a supporting cast. My solar project's coming up, and I've got to pour some 18-inch wide by 6-foot deep piers. So anyway, thanks for joining me today, and thanks for watching.